To you and to yours this very morning. How are you today? Hope the weekend was great. Hope queuing up for a few if you had to do so, like me. It went well eventually. I will presume it went well eventually. Good morning. Let's get right into it. Let's go into the paper review for today. I'm Femi DMLM. Today, 16th day of October 2023. And let's take a look from this day, the Nation, the Sun, the Guardian, and Punch newspaper. Starting off with the Punch news for today. Sex tape. I haven't lost faith. I'm still standing. Mullah speaks after leaked tape. Army conducts exam for 286 captains for promotion to major. Ecuador elects youngest ever president Daniel Wobar to fix destroyed country. Military bombs, terrorists destroys gun trucks, 40 motorcycles. Pastor, 3 others with human skull in Ogun State. Federal government may spend 3.27 billion naira on palliatives and loan. Other stories, Tinubu swears in new ministers as fake meets today. Fuel import gone 843 billion naira. Stakeholders lament inactive refineries. Israeli Hamas, China, UK demand end to civilian casualties. Nigeria under pressure. Nigeria may seek dollar-to-dollar loan, says IMF. Other stories of interest. NDLEA nabs wanted drug barons and seizes assets. Man jailed for kidnapping, rape. Survivor rounds ordeal as 3 die in Lagos crash. Fleeing driver rams a stationary truck, dies. Pedestrians demand more footages on Lagos Highway. Family suspects foul play over son's death. Police and autopsy. Police detain Akwa Ibom cop for killing farmer. All right, those are just some of the stories. Most state-owned ports are morbid, says DGA. Just kick over betting companies blacklisting. All right, well, these are just some of the stories here and there as you find it in the portfolio today. Now, guidance for today. Many dead as fire got few tankers, vehicles at Ijorapa Road. Pregnant thoughts underutilization of overseas devastated assets to Nigeria oil firms. Rising water level of river causes panic amid government officials in action. Scout confirms existence of 20 formidable cult groups. Firms scale down production for trade over forex and income concerns. Importers grown over 20% surge in duty, amid naira fluctuations. Anxiety as MTEF arrive National Assembly 2 months after deadline. Telecom operators may sue banks over 120 billion USD debt. Heal the environment, eliminate gas flaring. Lagos sales private hospital for fusing on-screen blood. 3 die, Lagos auto crash. NBA petitions IGP over police alleged assault on mayor. Falana asks National Assembly on University Fund, Basic Education Fund. Or express concern over new women affected in FCT. Wife baits husband with seed over 15,000 gifts in Rivers. Moving on to the Sun's people now. Budget support. Federal government to adhere statutory limit of CBN ways and means. Kalumon as ex-Senate President Lawan loses mom. Social media, not Nigeria problem. Reject bill to regulate it. Serap tells Akpabio and Abbas. Tibo NNPC hailed for real Tita pipeline surveillance contracts. Expand to examine state of economy. Guild of Editors Conference next month. Imo professional businessmen endorse Uzma's re-election bid. Other story, more questions as APC opens to new members. Prospects and challenges of participation in Nigerian politics. PDP demands for removal of Imo Rec. November 11 poll. Silva vows to clear backlog of teachers' salaries in 100 days. All right, well, those are stories from the Sun. Let's go on to the Nation now. Tinubu, why Supreme Court can't admit Article CSU evidence? It is time to fix Lakes Ota, Abeokuta X Road, says Akpabio. IMF bid to court inflation, debt bonding by countries. BBC insists Tinubu's CSU certificate not forged. Economy takes center stage as meets. Tinubu has been fair. Appointment, says Arthur Eze. Adebulu consoles APC chief on wife's death. Reps probe in road rehabilitation. Blue line, now full electric, says MD. Coalition 6 intervention in Israel-Hamas war. 3 die as bus rams into truck in Lagos. PDP ask INEC on Beavers IRF for November 11 polls. I will ensure fair election also assures voters. And then there's the article about Israeli-Palestine conflict, heart of the matter. Keeping up with all those stories this very morning, Ronaldo tops Messi in football rich list. Foreign reserves hold 5 months decline amid cautious optimism. Labour youth, Okigwe women back with the re-election. Finally, review for today. We'll touch on this day. Enough is enough. Pope Francis wades into Israel-Gaza war. Ganduje says we will protect his mandate in Nasarawa. Shetima leaves for Beijing to attend Road Initiative Forum for International Cooperation. U.S. Development Foundation CEO to visit Nigeria. Other stories of this very morning, you'd also find U.S. African Development. Oh, I did take that. Okay. Federal government also support reactivation of Kazatech Engineering's $1 billion fabrication yard 8 years after shutdown. Okojo-Iweala enhanced efforts to boost access to trade finance. PDP charges INEC to redeem image with off-season polls. Okay, and then you'd also want to read about Microsoft's Lotterway partner to boost payments innovation across Africa. Telco strengthening court action against banks over 130 billion USD debt. Okay, and then a case of Nigeria prison population. All right, well, some of those stories there. Pretty much the stories we can grab. All right, do remember the stories were published under the editorial guide of publishers, and we on Nigeria Info only informed you and as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, let's take on your calls. 700-951-0000. Okay, that's 0700-51-0000. You can also join in on 08095974869 and on WhatsApp, which is 08099930187. Good morning to you and come to the show.
I'm so right. Good morning, sir. My name is Wesley.
Welcome, madam.
First caller this week, calling you from Buhari.
You're welcome.
Yes, I think there's one of my sisters, I'm not trace, that her ex-video leaked, and she came out today to tell us that we don't move on. She's not. After the one of Silver Savage house and that, I went through it to discover that there's one actress in America, very popular woman. What brought her to stardom was when her ex-video came out. So I'm beginning to think some of us are thinking there's no big deal. In Africa, there's a whole lot. We should be careful. Don't anybody record you and don't send any picture to anybody because people are not saying anything. When you get married, and the man has to remind you of what is on the internet, you might not. We have culture, we have value. There are certain things we don't even discuss outside. Talk more of having the video out there. So I just want to get to the fore. And for women, that woman that poured hot oil on her husband, you know what? Any marriage that will affect your sanity, can you step aside? Please have a beautiful program. Good morning.
All right. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you.
My name is Habibu Galadima.
Welcome. Welcome.
God bless you, sir.
Yes.
I'm a God bless you, sir.
Amen.
I'm calling the issue of the Vice President travel to Beijing. It's a good one. This is what we have been praying for. Now we have a man who has the sympathy for the masses. I have nothing to say than God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria and God bless Mr. Tinubu himself. God give him good health. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.
Thank you as well. Grateful to you for your view this very morning. All right, one course coming in with regards to many parts of the headlines. Let's find out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're welcome.
Femi, my name is Umar.
Good to have you on.
Yeah. Femi, my take in the lady that poured hot oil with the husband, Delta River State. The report on your, what you said, what you read out was reported 3,000 naira or so. But I read it earlier about 4 a.m. that the husband out at about 2 a.m. and come back earlier one night. I know about that. That story, but my comment is a little different from what I heard from and from what I from different newspaper.
Yeah, well, it's possible. That's why headlines. Everybody captures the story different way.
I mean, it's tinted different, but like that. But then on the best way they're traveling to Beijing, it's a very good one. Beijing, of course, and US for that things. I hope I will pray good for that. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Great for you. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. J. Amelie. How are you? How are your lovely house?
Very well. Thank you.
My name is Kar. I agree the last caller and the caller before the last. The current situation in Gaza is a different thing entirely. The entire world should turn their attention to stop this human crisis. It is not palatable. People are educated. Dead, bombardment. It's uncalled for. We don't need this as a human race. What the benefit of humanization if we don't spare ourselves? That is my thank you. God bless.
Thank you. Thanks for your view this very morning. Okay, well, in about 60 seconds, I'll break it up. But let me read some of the messages you've written in, especially those who've written in on Facebook, because this will go away once I don't take it now. Much love from Lagos, says Otuyi Manuel Obafemi. Monday says he's watching live from Karu. Dr. Mrs. Elebara from Owerri says, take a leave it. Every unjust, thieving, and merciless leader must reap the whirlwind. We say no to any leader who talks off on corruption on one side and embrace it with the other. Any leadership that does not stand on good moral foundation collapses and later. We all need purging the home, the church, the society, and Nigeria as a country. Okay, more time now. Mwazu John from Jigbo Buhari says, Femi, good morning. The rise in dollars and high cost of living in Nigeria now is a lot. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should save us. James Julius says, good morning, Femi. Dinner will be great again. All right, let's go to the next call. Good morning.
Femi, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Uche calling you from Buhari, Dr. Femi.
Good to have you on, Oga Uche.
Yeah, Dr. Femi, I want to say concerning about this, our president travel to Beijing and the I pray the vice president brings a good result to us because the things we have been seeing in our government, they travel and they don't do anything where they come back. Past government, they travel and travel, we not see any result of it. I pray this our vice president will bring a good result. Let not be just travel without bringing anything to us. Dr. Femi, I want to tell you one thing. I tell you that time about the road in Niger Delta. If you are going from here to Agbo, Dr. Femi, I don't think you are journalists, please, post and walk this road. Just go through this road and see people are passing through. I am not ashamed, or I am sorry to say, I am disappointed in Akpabio was the chairman of NDC, and now is the Senate president. And he's from Niger Delta. Let him go through that and see what people are passing through. When we are getting resources to different states, I don't know why they marginalize the Delta people and the Do people, not from Zoba. Dr. Femi through there. I go through there like you see trailer on the road. Tell us, to pass that road is a problem. It's like nobody is talking about that road. And still passing many bees and they don't pass on that road.
Okay.
I think walk from here to you
All
will
right.
regret.
Okay.
Or walk
Okay.
to what they call it, Tumutu. No road.
I hear,
where
sir.
they are bringing oil.
Thank you, sir. I hear you.
I told you the other time.
Thank you, sir. I've got to let you be now. Thank you so much for your call. Grateful to you for bringing attention to very road network there. Good morning.
Good morning, what class, Dr. Femi?
Yes, good morning to you.
I remember Mustafa Bakar Ali Tinubu Pekin calling from PW Kubwa.
Welcome.
I condemn in totality the genocide, the act genocide perpetrated on the poor, innocent children and the aged in pain. This is no longer a joke. In less than 1 week, you drop high caliber guided missiles, 1,000 on in people. You know, you claim you have the highest intelligence and you cannot locate where Hamas is. This is not acceptable. These people deserve you cut off their water, cut off access to men, and the whole world is watching. It's just like Nigeria, areas controlled by and Boko Haram. Government decide to bomb all of them. Can those guys in bandit control area have free? They don't free them. Just that is the example Hamas is doing there.
It's a sad.
When you're supposed to go after Boko.
Yeah, it's a sad tale that civilians are caught on both sides. After the civilians are caught on both sides, but like we often say,
I condemn what Hamas in Israel.
It's casualty of war.
Israel is doing in Gaza is unacceptable.
What both sides are doing
not
to each
right.
other, what both sides are doing to each other, it's not exactly the best things, okay? That's the truth.
It's not. It's not.
There are civilians on both sides. Whether you think of it, whether you want to think of it, there are civilians on both sides.
Yeah, of course. I'm not. There are civilians on the both sides. There are civilians, but check out Mr. Femi D. You are supposed to go out. This is a collective punishment.
It's sad. That's why it's called war. Sometimes there's no selective attack.
We, the entire people of PW now, should move to Morocco area. Will Morocco area update the entire people of PW?
That's why, I mean, sometimes my challenge sometimes is that people call things or they experience things and they don't realize war is war. War doesn't have parameters to select left from right. It goes after everything.
You are right.
Yeah.
Right,
so I mean, if you're talking about
you have to be careful what you're doing for yourself. Also.
Yeah, that's because as it stands, people will say, "Oh, I see the story or understand the story from the Palestine side." Wait until the Israelis also tell their own side of the story. Would find all kinds of perspectives, which is essentially why it is very necessary that Nigerians should not end up domesticating one side of the story and pushing for perspective and create drama for us here. Let's just be wise, thinking and our approach. I'll be back after the break. Stay with us right here on the Info.
Hello, beautiful shows. It's your
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day. It is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even morning.
This is Nigeria Info.